Bottoms up. Man, I'm just gonna say it. That is exactly how I want it. I'm not gonna mess with this. What's going on, everybody? My name is John Serwin, and this is my kitchen. Welcome. Today, I'm gonna show you how we made this. Got some vacuum sealed beer cheddar brats. Vacuum sealed a few up. We are drying a few of the casings out. We also grilled up 3 of them to try them out right on the charcoal grill. We'll show you how to process the pork butt, how to grind your own meat, how to weigh everything out and spice it for sausage making, how to case it, and finally, how to grill it. We'll show you the techniques and how it's done coming up. Stay tuned. For our beer cheddar brat seasoning blend, we are gonna go in with 3 tablespoons of some kosher salt, 3 teaspoons of white pepper, 1.5 teaspoons of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of ground mace, 2 teaspoons ground ginger, 2 teaspoons dried marjoram leaf, 1.5 teaspoons mustard powder, 1/2 teaspoon ground cardamom, 1/2 teaspoon ground coriander, 1/2 teaspoon of some caraway seed that we will grind up in our mortar and pestle. To make our sausage, we are gonna go ahead and grab our bone-in pork butt. I'm gonna go ahead, get this out. Ooh, yeah, try and not get all the juice everywhere. All right, we're gonna pat her dry, get her cleaned up, and then we have, so this is a bone-in, so we're just gonna work our knife and go ahead and get this off the bone. We're gonna grind all of this up for our sausage. Just gonna go in, work along the bone, taking off big chunks at a time. Sharp knife is key here. All right, got the bone out. We're now gonna take our pork and just cube it up into a small, manageable cube size and then throw it into our bowl and into our freezer. All right, off to the freezer we go for about a half hour to 45 minutes just to get it slightly frozen up. Time to grind the pork. Everything has been in the freezer. We got our meat here that's been in the freezer for quite a while. All of our grinding components. Let's put them together. Wow, that's cold. All right, time to plug her in. Remember, don't want to put it together while it's plugged in. Glove up, grab our stuffer. Game on. All right, we have 1 full grind done. Now we are gonna take half of this and grind it again so we end up with a grind and a half. So just gonna go ahead, grab what I would believe would be about half of it and get it all up in this hopper. And we continue. We have a grind and a half. Now we're gonna weigh out our ground pork and get to seasoning and making some sausage. For our beer cheddar brats, we have 5 pounds of ground pork butt. We're gonna go in with that spice blend we made from earlier. Next, we're gonna go in with our binder, which is a 1/2 cup or 40 grams of dried milk powder. Ooh, that smells so good. And then we have 1 355 milliliter beer or 12 ounce. I go Blue Moon. I really enjoy that little like orange flavor in there. Time to get to work. Man, does that smell incredible already. Probably gonna need this for a good 5 to 7 minutes. All right, that's getting pretty good protein extraction right there. We're gonna go in with our cheese. That is 1 pound of some high temp cheddar cheese. It smells absolutely incredible, which is wild because it's raw pork, but holy crap. This is honestly one of my favorite sausages I make. I love my Polish, I love my breakfast sausage, but if you were to tell me, hey, you have 1 sausage to throw out there to show what you can do, currently, this is what it would be. All right, we are pretty good. I'm gonna dome it up and let this sit for a good 2-3 hours before we case her up. I'm gonna put some plastic wrap on her and throw her in the fridge for about a good 2 or 3 hours. All right, folks, time to do some stuffing. We have our mixture of our beer cheddar brat right here. Gonna take this on out, get our hopper. So this is a 5 pound hopper and this is 5 pounds of meat, but guess what? After all the additives and whatnot, probably gonna have to reload this once. The key though with this is we wanna take the meat, put it on in there and get as much air as we can out initially. So when we are stuffing it, you're not getting big old air pockets in your sausage. We might actually, if I pack this hard enough, might actually be able to get it all in there. Hey, I think we're gonna be good, folks. Success. Get our hopper into our stuffer here. This is just natural casings, right? Make sure I leave some right on the corner here so I can just pick it up and get right back at it with it. Otherwise, you're fishing around in there trying to figure out where the end of the casing's at. All I have here is a bowl full of water because I'm going to get my hands on there, get our surface area, which this is just butcher block countertop. This has already been rinsed. So we're just gonna get this onto our tube. When you get it, sometimes it's salt packed, so this has already been rinsed. Actually, another little trick. Let me get this started, pushing down because I want a little bit to come off the tip. It's easier to get the casing on there. All right, well, take a little long, oop, there we go. Literally look away for 1 second and that's what goes on. But there, just have a little bit sticking out and it slides on way easier. Remember, we only need enough for about 5 pounds of sausage, so we're gonna try and guesstimate because sometimes these are super long. I'm thinking we're good right there. Let me grab some scissors, snip it, and then when I put this back in, go ahead, dip it in the water, and yeah, a little trick of the trade for me. I mean, you could do it in plastic. I just like using glass. Leave a little bit, see it right there? Hopefully you guys are able to see it. Leave a little bit off the side, put your top back on, back in the fridge, because we're probably gonna be making sausage again here shortly. And now you don't have to go fishing around for it. All right, what we're gonna do is just overhand knot. These things are incredibly durable, these casings, and now we're gonna slide it all the way back and start our casing procedure. You're gonna get some blowouts, it's gonna happen, you're gonna screw up, so just roll with the punches, folks. You'll get it down eventually. Oh no, blowout. I knew it was gonna happen. All right, all we're gonna do, blowouts happen, give it a good cut, move this off to the side for now, get a little more water down for everything. Just another tie up. I'm gonna go ahead, this little excess I'm gonna throw back into the top of the hopper. Honestly, I probably should have did this before I tied that off, but hey, live and learn. And don't be afraid, it's not gonna look beautiful. I mean, I make a bunch of sausage and I'm still not great at it. I still get blowouts, so just roll with the punches, folks. All right, and that is the bottom. So we're gonna take this on off, and hey, look at that. That's actually a pretty good guesstimation. What I'm gonna do is show you how I like to link it up. I kind of go just from my thumb to the base of my hand, go ahead and make a indentation there. I'm gonna go forward, 1, 2, 3. Now we're nice and tight. Another indentation right here, one more here. So now since I went forward on that, I'm gonna take this one and it's every other one, go forward again so they don't unravel. There you are, you got some linked up sausage too. Not gonna cut these yet. I wanna let them sit and we will put these in the fridge to dry out for a few hours. All right, all these are gonna get put onto a tray and into the fridge. We space these out onto a wire rack so we can have some air movement throughout. Look at that look of approval, right, John? Next, we are onto the grill and putting these right over the hot coals. Next, we're gonna flip them around. Notice that, hey, getting a little too much char, so we're gonna move them off to the side. Those are looking delicious and a perfect 166 interior. All right, and there you have it, folks. A little homemade beer cheddar bratwurst. I gotta say, this is probably my favorite sausage, or I'd say the best sausage that I make, that I don't have to tinker with the recipe anymore. I kind of got it to right to where I want it. Will I tinker with it a little bit? Yeah, maybe so, but 95% of the time, it's gonna be made just like this because I've worked on it for years and it is at a spot where it's nearly perfect. If I were to showcase my sausage making skills, this would be the sausage that I would make and present to the person that wants to see if I know how to make sausage. But yeah, I hope we were able to show you the techniques. Yeah, are there a few of them? Yes, but take your time, especially with the knife work on the pork butt. Take your time on the pork butt, don't cut yourself. Make sure your knife is very sharp and just cube it up. The high temp cheese, I just get that offline. If you have a butcher around you, maybe they have high temp cheese that you can buy, but I just find it online. And if you can see, look at that. It has held together in there, right? Like, that's awesome. I used to use regular cheddar, but it would usually just spurt out as you're cooking it. But yeah, Nothing left to do but give it the old official taste test. So, bottoms up. Man, I'm just gonna say it. That is exactly how I want it. I'm not gonna mess with this. That is right where I want it to be with the saltiness, the creaminess of that cheese, that grind and a half on the pork butt. That's perfect for this type of sausage. The casing dried out enough that when you have it on the charcoal grill, you get a little bit of that crispness from it. Case it and let it sit in the fridge for about a good 2 to 3 hours at least, I'd say, before snipping them apart, because you want that casing to dry up just ever so slightly. If you can go a little longer, go a little longer. But yeah, you can do this all in one day. There's a 3-day process, a 1-day process. It doesn't matter. Whatever you have time for. I will put the stamp of approval on this, and I will also put, if you try this out and do everything to the T of how I did it, I think you're gonna enjoy it as one of the best, hopefully one of the best beer cheddar brats you have ever had in your life. Bold statement, I know, but I'm gonna stand by that. Always appreciate you guys coming by, and just remember, you're only making food out of ingredients till you sit down and share them with the ones you love. Then it's a meal. All right, guys, much appreciated. If you could, hit that subscribe button, that would greatly help. Over here is a video that YouTube thinks you might like, and over here I'm gonna put a video that I think you might like. But once again, always appreciate you guys coming by, and let's keep having fun, and hopefully you're getting some worth out of these videos. All right, guys, until next time.